An increased understanding of the brain can provide insight into almost every medical subspecialty.
The brain is the commander-in-chief of our body. Everything that we do, from thinking to moving and even breathing, are controlled by the brain. Does any malfunction of the brain can cause a lot of morbidity and severe problems in your daily life.
Today, much of the medical community is focused on the study of various brain disorders that can impact the learning capabilities of children. These efforts have created the need for a new approach for observing brain function.
There are two important types of brain imaging. One is looking at the anatomy or structural changes in the brain, and the second is looking at the metabolic activity or functional brain imaging.
FNIR Devices, short for Functional Near Infrared, is the manufacturer of a revolutionary device that is enabling those in the research community to assess the brain in a natural, everyday environment.
The device is functional near-infrared spectroscopy, and this is a device that measures oxygenation in the blood, and we're using it in an application of a specific area of the brain. This area of the brain is called the prefrontal cortex. With this region, we are responsible for working memory, for attention, and also we could gauge what's happening early in learning through some of the later stages in learning.
Based on technology licensed from the estate of Dr. Britton Chance and from Drexel University, FNIR's based brain imaging systems use two colors of light to determine the levels of oxy and deoxyhemoglobin in the brain.
In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Dr. Britton Chance and his colleagues spearheaded the development of optical spectroscopy. These efforts by Chance and colleagues translated the near-infrared spectroscopy-based techniques into a neuroimaging modality for various cognitive studies.
I have a son who's now 24 years old, but when he was 6 years old, he was in first grade and was having difficulty learning to read. He was subsequently diagnosed as being dyslexic. So in our case, we were lucky we got an early diagnosis, and I think it's important to get early diagnosis of this problem so that children are not traumatized. Functional NIR, FNIR, is a much less expensive instrument and can be broadly used. Because FNIR is more accessible and less expensive, it can be used by almost any physician or child psychologist. Therefore, more children can be diagnosed much earlier. They can be put into specialized reading programs much earlier, can become fluent readers, and it can monitor their progress as they become fluent.
The ability to conduct such an advanced level of monitoring in natural environments marks a revolutionary breakthrough for the neuroscience community.
The FNIR Devices is a functional application. It's low cost, easy to apply, allows for removal of motion artifact, is portable, and can be used in natural environments.
The main advantage of FNIR's brain imaging system is its portability. By being small, the researchers can use this device in natural environments. The system is also mature, it's easy for the researcher to use, and for the subjects, it's very comfortable.
To learn more about this exciting technology, Health Heroes met up with Dr. Tim Madigan, who heads up the Stratford Friends School in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania.
Stratford Friends is a school for students that have language-based learning disabilities, meaning they might have dyslexia or central auditory processing delays or working memory delays. So at Stratford Friends, we are able to determine, through assessing the students' needs at the beginning of the school year, where we can best meet their needs and then track their progress and move them forward beyond that. And the team structure allows us to do that. Once this technology is approved by the FDA, having access to the technology would provide our teachers and our families with almost instant understanding of how they're processing information. So if there's a delay in language processing, for example, and that can be shown literally through this technology, then the teacher can try to redirect or modify lessons on the spot to determine how best to ignite the neurological pathways that students need to actively learn and to process information more quickly.
FNIR technology has undergone a dramatic revolution over the years. From the first clinical applications, studying the oxygen activity of infants, to the famous study of the victims of the 1995 Tokyo subway attack, the possibilities are endless. FNIR technology stands alone in its ability to be both economical and dependable. Users of the device are comfortable in their natural environment, and data quality is never compromised.
Some of the future impacts of FNIR devices would include making wireless applications so that people would be using FNIR in their daily activities. We can also see the wireless applications for clinicians to use this daily as they're working with their patients and also helping patients in terms of rehabilitation.
For more information, visit www.fnirdevices.com.